Look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the same. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It looks like a nickel sub now for the Browns on third down. Back to throw. McAllister. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, McAllister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
second down. Here's Chubb again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball play.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 7-7, our score after 1. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with 1.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation. When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On second down, here's Barkley. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Lawrence. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to
rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And Short calls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be
the Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence rolling to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way down to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Go! Hey, box drop!
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, exit.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's got some space here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But we always talk about how coaches say we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the #1 seed in a bye, that's terrific. But bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in your spot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 38.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll go to Barkley again. A beautiful fake. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will find his man on the outside. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Operating from the gun, McAllister, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Shark's got it left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
They go play action now. Lawrence
out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Chark, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. On third down, McAllister got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
121 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, McAllister.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Touchdown, Giants. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
McManus's point after is good, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's once again complete to Chark.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. On play action, Lawrence.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
On the move to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And quickly they get to the line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, That's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's hallelujah time as they finally get that first win after 13 losses. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.